eyewitness weather forecast.
Just about 10 minutes past 6 p.m. on your early Wednesday evening, I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some warmer weather during the overnight hours, but unfortunately it doesn't last long and it does come with some more snow and some wind. Let's take a live look first though at downtown Utica, where temperatures are on the rise. We're in the 20s, 21 right now under mostly cloudy skies. In the area today, we had temperatures in the teens for most of the day. So again, temperatures on the rise thanks to a warm front that's moving to and through the area right now. Temperatures up toward the north are still in the teens, though. It's as cold as Lake Pleasant at 12, and we've got Old Forge 16, Boonville 19 right now. A little bit warmer down toward the south. We've got some low to mid 20s there. However, even though the wind is out of the south, it is still adding a chill to the air. Anywhere from around 5 to 15 miles an hour for most of the area, a little bit higher than that off toward the northwest and down toward the southwest as well. And even Albany is seeing a 20-mile-an-hour sustained wind. So when you factor that in, it still feels like it's right around, if not just below zero or above it in some cases to the north, but it still feels like the teens and single digits further toward the south as well. And we are still seeing some snow from the Mohawk Valley off toward the northwest, and it's going to continue to move that way during the overnight hours. So the actual warm front itself is down toward the southwest right now. We've got a trough moving through out ahead of it, and then we've got a series of cold fronts moving through the area between now and the end of the week, and that's what's going to set in that Arctic chill. Those are back toward the west right now. So for that reason, we do have winter weather alerts continuing. It's mainly winter weather advisories. Those are for northern Oneida, northern Herkimer, northern Fulton, Hamilton counties going through 1 p.m. tomorrow. But Jefferson, Oswego, Lewis County under winter storm warnings through 7 p.m. on Friday for several more inches, if not a foot plus, of lake effect snow still to come. This shows you the probability of 4+ inches of snow. Some of this has already occurred between now and tomorrow morning, and you'll notice that that does include a large section of the North Country. I'll get to the snow accumulation map more specifically coming up in just a second, but we'll take you through future casts. First things first, winds out of the south and southwest tonight. Temperatures, helping temperatures to warm up in the upper 20s to right around 30 degrees, and then temperatures tomorrow before the cold front moves through will still be in the upper 20s to right around 30, and then we've got that cold front moving through, bringing some snow squalls, some lake-enhanced and lake-effect snow, especially the further north that you head, but still it can't be ruled out from the valley on toward the south. Obviously, the heavier accumulation is going to be up toward the north, though, and then that's when the winds switch over to the west, so it'll make the 20s feel like the teens tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. So from the valley on toward the south, not expecting much accumulation from now through Friday evening, but up toward the north, that's where you have the best potential of seeing 6 to 12+ inches of snow on top of the several feet of snow that you've had just to the east of Lake Ontario over the last several days. And then the attention shifts to the extreme cold watch that is in effect for Friday evening through Saturday afternoon, when there could be wind chills as low as 20 to 40 degrees below zero to the north. And even though you're further to the south, you're not immune from that either. We've got another storm moving through on Sunday into Monday, and there will be snow. Just the question is how much. There will also be gusty winds behind it. Some more lake effect snow is possible next week, but in the meantime, it's just going to be bitterly cold over the weekend. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
It's past 10:16 on your late Wednesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a little bit of warmer weather for our Tuesday, or for a Thursday, I should say. A little bit above average even, but with the wind, it'll feel chillier, and even more so as we head through the end of the week and for most of the weekend as well. And before we get to that snow, let's first take a look at our almanac for the day. 28 and 8 are high and low respectively, and that was 8 above zero. Through the next couple of days, we'll be seeing 8 below zero for the lows for a couple of nights. We'll get to that in a second, but 31 and 16 are high and low, are averages respectively, and we were a little bit shy of that for the high. We'll be close to it tomorrow for the high, and we are obviously half of where we should be for the low. Obviously not anything record-breaking, but we could get close to this -12 from 2005 over the end of the week into the weekend for those lows. We'll get to that in just a second. Live look first, though, at downtown Utica, where we're seeing 28 degrees. That's actually the high temperature so far. As I mentioned, temperatures will be on the rise throughout the afternoon and this evening, and that's verifying so far under mostly cloudy skies and those warmer temperatures thanks to a cold front moving through the area. And we've got mainly 20s out there with the exception of Johnstown at 18, Lake Pleasant at 15 right now. But because of the wind out of the south, it is fairly light, around 5 to 10 miles an hour for most of us. That is still adding a bit of a chill to the air. So it feels like the single digits and teens up toward the north and east, and teens down toward the south as well. But over most of Oneida and Madison counties, it still feels like the 20s out there. But we do have some light to occasionally moderate snow, especially along the 90 corridor into the Mohawk Valley right now. But it is shifting its way off toward the north. And the reason for that is because we're dealing with a warm front right now. So that's the reason for the warmer temperatures. But back toward the west, we do have a cold front moving through, and it's actually one of several cold fronts that will be moving through the next couple of days. So that'll trigger the winds switching over toward the west as we head through tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, and that will trigger more lake effect snow as well as much colder temperatures. So for that reason, Oneida, northern Herkimer, and northern Fulton, Hamilton counties under a winter weather advisory through tomorrow afternoon. But for Lewis County, it's a winter storm warning that goes all the way until Friday evening for several inches to maybe a foot or more of lake effect snow still to come, and that's on top of the feet of snow that they've been getting blasted with the last couple of days. So Futurecast showing us that we will see scattered snow showers and maybe even a squall or two during the overnight hours through tomorrow morning. But for your morning commute tomorrow, things should be dry. But as we head through the late morning into the afternoon, we'll be seeing more snow showers out there as that cold front moves through and switches the winds, you'll notice, from the south over toward the west, which is a colder wind direction. And that'll trigger more snow tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, up along the Tug Hill Plateau, along with those much colder temperatures. So between now and Friday evening, we could be seeing as much as another 1 to 3 inches from the valley on south. Maybe another 6 to 12 plus inches up along the Tug Hill Plateau, but that's when that extreme cold watch takes effect Friday evening through Saturday afternoon, when it could feel as cold as -20 to -40 below zero. So make sure to stay warm and stay informed as we head through the next couple of days. Thomas, back to you.
Yeah, Jordan, we'll have more of those warming centers available on our website tomorrow. Bills president of football operations and general manager Brandon Bean.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
11:10 is now the time on your late Wednesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a prolonged stretch of cold and lake effect snow heading our way the next couple of days. In the meantime, we will see temperatures on the rise during the overnight hours and through the first part of our Thursday. That's what's occurring right now. Let's take a live look first, though, at downtown Utica, where this is the warmest we've been throughout the entire day, 29 degrees as of 11 o'clock. And mind you, our average high for this time of year right around 31. So we'll start Thursday pretty close to that, right around the freezing mark, and that's under mostly cloudy skies. The reason for that is because we have a southerly wind out there right now, and that means temperatures are largely into the middle and upper 20s, with the exception of toward the north and east, where you do have some values that are into the upper teens to low 20s. But when you factor in that wind out of the south right now at around 5 to as much as 15 miles an hour largely, that's making it feel like it's in the single digits up toward the north and east, teens to right around, if not just above 20 degrees for the majority of us, however. And you'll notice that over the western sections of Oneida County, we are seeing a break in the snow, but not so much further toward the east. You are seeing some moderate to heavier bands of snow over central sections of Herkimer, getting into northern Fulton and southern Hamilton County as of this time. Back toward the west, though, again, we do have a warm front moving through the area right now, and that's what we have to thank for the warmer temperatures as well as that southerly wind. But back toward the west, we do have a series of cold fronts that are going to move through between now and Friday, and that's what's going to knock back the temperature, switch the winds over toward the west, and bringing more lake effect snow. So for that reason, northern Oneida, northern Herkimer, northern Fulton, all of Hamilton counties under winter weather advisories through 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, but Lewis County as well as Jefferson and Oswego counties under winter storm warnings until 7 p.m. on Friday for continued lake effect snow. There could be another 6 to 12 inches of it between now and that time. So we'll take you through Futurecast overnight tonight. You will see some more snow, but your morning commute, I should say, will get off to a dry start. Temperatures in the upper 20s to right around 30 degrees. We will have a lot of clouds out there, and then we'll see some more scattered snow showers as we head throughout the day, especially the further north that you head. where we will see some lake effect as well as lake enhanced snow. And then temperatures again topping off in the 30s, but then quickly dropping in the 20s as that wind switches from the south to the west. And that's when more lake effect snow sets in. So as far as additional accumulation goes between now and 7 p.m. on Friday, not much from the valley on toward the south, maybe as much as 3 to 6 from the valley on toward the north. But to the east of Lake Ontario, up along the Tug Hill Plateau, there could be as much as another 6 to 12 plus inches of snow, depending on your location. That's on top of the several feet of snow that they've had the last couple of days. Then the attention shifts to the extreme cold watch that's in effect from Friday evening through Saturday afternoon for as wind chill values as low as 40 to 20 degrees below zero. And that's with, and then we see a storm that moves through as we head through Sunday. The details are still a bit uncertain, but we do know that westerly winds will set in after that, and that's what will cause more lake effect snow for Monday. But in the meantime, Saturday and Sunday are bitterly cold, even during the day, only getting into the single digits. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan.